Everyone, it's Mecha-san here with part 2 of my thoughts on the E3 2017 press conference here. Now, this is gonna be Ubisoft, Sony, and the Nintendo Spotlight. Ubisoft here. Alright. Ubisoft essentially threw us a curveball here with their opening. I mean, they announced that they're partnering up with Nintendo to make Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. They even had Shin Miyamoto-san come down with little freaking arm cannons. It's gonna be in the game, which okay. I hope Nintendo owns Capcom, because I'm pretty sure they can file for copyright for like something like that. I don't know. But those things looks a lot like just a stylized Mega Man arm cannon. But still, it was fun. We saw even gameplay of that. It's the combat mechanic looks like a lot like XCOM 2, but taken expanded upon. We've seen the leap mechanic, how you can do all these crazy moves, like you can shoulder slam people, enemies, stuff like that, destroy cover. It was nice actually. It was very nice, very creative, very funny as well, because it's the rabbits. It's gotta be funny. And let's see here. Oh my god, it's amazing how fast you can forget this stuff. And okay, yes, they showed more of Assassin's Creed Origins. In fact, after the conference, they had a full 30 minutes of gameplay, which, cool and all. Yeah, I'm like, well, that's nice and all, but I don't need to see 30 minutes of gameplay. I was satisfied with what I saw in the Microsoft conference. So seeing 30 minutes, it just seems like too much. Even though we learn a bit more about who our player character is gonna be. He's supposed to be like the last real sheriff of the area. I forgot the Egyptian name, but well, okay. Moving on here, I'm looking at the list right now. Yes, we saw the crew, which. Okay, I may not like, I don't like these racing games or anything like that, but that trailer, yeah, you look at that trailer, you think they're ripping off Inception in a way when they made that trailer. It's still cool though. It's cool. Okay, alright, this one's interesting here. Elijah Wood is producing a new game called Transference. So far, the video just had a bit of a, I could be wrong here, but it did have a bit of a Twilight Zone feel. I never really watched Twilight Zone, so I wouldn't know exactly how it is, but yeah, we didn't really see much. All I know is Transference. That's the name of the game, and that means basically transferring means moving something from somewhere to someplace else, like say a person's mind, if you will. Transferring that from the physical wet work brain here into the cybernetic dry of the computer. It's a VR game, so yeah. I don't know how to feel. I do not know how to feel about this game. It's just, well, live action stuff, people talking, and it's like they're trying to sell it a commercial. It's kinda unsettling in a way, but hard to say. And this one, oh boy, this one, I love playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag a lot. I just riding the jackdaw, just on the seas and everything, like attacking ships, looting, plundering, fending off pirate hunters. Oh wow, I got that. I was like, when they introduced naval combat in AC3, I really enjoyed that. They ranked it up with Black Flag, and now they are just going all out. You are a pirate in the seas, in like the Indian Ocean, in Skull and Bones. You can customize whole ships to really deck it out. The only thing I notice here is that unlike in Black Flag, You can't have one ship that does everything. You can't have a jack of all trades. Every ship will be specialized. Like they'll have a ship that does mortar damage, another ship that does like chain balls or whatever. Maybe another ship that does the fire barrels. But you can't have one ship doing all of that. Which that's sad, really. Amazingly, this conference, it's amazing. They showed a lot of gameplay. These new games you normally expect as just a trailer of, they showed a lot of gameplay. And the gameplay for Skull and Bones, really something. I can't wait to play. I really want it. I can't wait to play it. I just gotta wonder, what kind of game is it, though? I mean, is it just like an MMO? Will it have a single story campaign? I mean, I love what they said, like, the average life expectancy of a pirate back then was 128 days. Wow, less than a year. So, yeah, that's something. They also announced, interesting, I don't know what to say, it's basically amiibos here, where Starlink Battle for Atlas, which is made by people who liked all those like sci-fi stuff from the 80s, and the ships themselves, they have like a neo-retro look to them. Like it's retro design but updated. And it's cool and all, it's cool. I mean, but having extra toys and the swapping out abilities seems fun. But I'm not gonna take that outside, and even with the Nintendo Switch, if I ever get it, which I will get, but this one is up in the air whether I'll buy it or not. So yeah, I don't know. And probably one of the big ones here, in my opinion. Which I have not played the first game, people. I gotta download that game, play the HD remastered. But the trailer I saw for this, I am just, holy shit. Could they always drop that many F-bombs in the press conference? Or is that a new thing? Like they said, you know what, we're through the censorship, you can drop as many F-bombs as you like, because this trailer, this beautiful cinematic trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2, oh wow, like, I want every fucking cop in this fucking city after that fucking bastard! And like, motherfucker, that's with fucking chocolate. It's like, how many F-bombs? Wow. Just wow. I had no idea they could drop that many F-bombs so fast. I wouldn't be surprised if some stream sites had to bleep that out. But fortunately, what I saw was no bleeping, thank God. Oh, but yeah, Ubisoft, they rank pretty high. They rank high. This was fun. The only thing is that Beyond Good and Evil is a prequel to the first game. Which makes me think, should I play this game first and then play the original game? Or just play the original game and maybe have questions from that game and that'll somehow be answered in this one? Well, regardless, that's pretty much Ubisoft's press conference. It was pretty short. I mean, the biggest surprise, they were smart. They opened it up with a bang, announcing the partnership with Nintendo, and closed it with a bang. I say closed, but they did continue on after the press conference in their stream, where they showed 30 to 30 minutes of Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay, but that's neither here or there. It's all about the press conference, and it was fun. It was a fun, enjoyable, and it's like, so many games I want to buy. So many games. Yeah, like I said, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Skull and Bones, Assassin's Creed Origins, that was an obvious one. This Transference got me interested. And the fact is, Mario and the Rabbids games, a friend of mine told me because it's being done by a third-party developer, that Nintendo can't do their bullshit on YouTube for the YouTube stuff, Let's Plays and reviews. Like, I've heard so many things about Let's Players and video game reviewers where they just can't really review anything Nintendo because Nintendo basically says we got copyright claim or copyright block or whatever because it's our property and we don't want you making money off it. But here, this is technically a Ubisoft game, third party, so I don't think they can pull that bullshit out on people. Which means we're gonna have finally Let's Players show some Mario. It's no problem. At least I think. I'm sure Nintendo will try something. But moving on to Sony. Sony, this is, like I said in the first video, it's quite clear that Sony wasn't really feeling the need to go all out. Because, again, they sold a shit ton of PS4s. They're good. They don't really have to prove themselves or anything like that. So, really, they showed nothing new here. Nothing that they haven't shown us last year or they've told us at some other time. It's nothing really new. They just showed us some additional stuff. It's cool and all, but my god. Okay, they opened up the conference with this, out of nowhere, yet I liked it, about this, very, I don't know what to call it, but it was a band, or the traditional Indian band, from India, and some nice waterfall effects. I think it was a nice sight, but what the hell does that have to do with anything? And then they started showing, like, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which gives us a clue of where this game is going to take place more. And, yeah, basically it's, we got the usual, we got our antagonist, we got Nadine, and we got Chloe here. This is set directly after Uncharted 4, and Nadine apparently has been kicked out of her own PNC. I'm not surprised after what we all did as Nathan Drake. She probably doesn't have a lot of soldiers left and they don't really trust her. But I don't know, I mean, they still had millions of worth in gold they managed to acquire. I mean, they even say in the game. So they should be good. Oh well. So yeah, there was Nadine. There was a lot of stuff here. Just, but it was mostly like they talked about expansion for Horizon Zero Dawn, which I haven't played yet. The Frozen Wild. It's right here on the pile. I will play Horizon Zero Dawn. They showed more about Days Gone, which they showed a freaking zombie bear. God, I may almost play that game because of the zombie bear. That's like, you got a zombie bear. He's like covered in freaking like wires, like those sharp wires you put on fences and stuff like that. It's like, okay. Oh yeah, big one here for me. It's Monster Hunter World coming to the. They showed a lot more. They showed a weird scene where it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. At least I think it was. And then it had a huge growth coming out of his nose. I mean, what the fuck was that? And you could actually, like, get it to chase you. And my god, that thing was persistent. It actually chased him up a tree into the nest of another monster. And they started just fighting each other. That's what they really show. It's an actual ecosystem. It's vibrant. Like, monsters will... The beasts will fight other beasts if they intrude on their territory or shit like that. It makes sense. They'll hunt creatures for food. That's obvious. And you could find like carcasses of a dead monster that was feasted upon. Yeah, that is cool. I wish they made an anime of this, a full-on anime. I mean, they technically did, but it's an anime of another village that instead of hunting monsters, they have people who hatch an egg and they can use them as mounties, and they basically live in harmony. And that's cute enough for the kids. It's like, you can tell it's just for the kids, but I want to see the hunts. I want to see like an anime, very, very good animation where they hunt the monsters, make the armor and everything. I haven't played Monster Hunter I said this before in the last video, I believe, but I haven't played Monster Hunter to the PSP. I might play this game, of course. This is awesome. Okay, people, I did not play this on the PS2. I played the remaster on the PS3, but now it's getting remade for the PS4, Shadow of the Colossus. Okay, when I played this game on the PS3, I did enjoy it, but it was just like something to pass the time, really. I was invested in the goal, but after it was done, it was like, okay, I'm good. It was a nice game and everything, no real problems, but I put the controller down, put the game away, did not go back into it. It was one of those games where you play it, you enjoy it, you move on. You beat it, you move on, yeah. And now it's getting remade for the PS4. I mean, I'm sure many people will be happy for this, but me, why couldn't you remake or like remaster some other classic from PS3? You know what? Give me the freaking Resistance trilogy. Give me that on the PS4. I like that. And speaking of Insomniac games, oh wow, Spider-Man. They showed gameplay trailer, and a lot of people have been comparing it. It's kind of like Arkham, the Batman Arkham games, and yeah, I see that. It was fun though. I like how Spider-Man can use some stuff around him to knock people out. You literally can't kill anyone in that game, because we saw like some guy was flying off the scaffolding, like and just Spider-Man swings it back inside, and you can't. They make it quite clear Spider-Man will not kill. But I like what he can do and everything. So, and I like how, oh wow, they expanded rosters here, because the villain here, they were the demons led by Mr. Negative. Wow. Okay, I do know about Mr. Negative and how his alter ego Martin Lee is like a split personality thing, but I'm behind on the comics, people, so tell me. After his identity was revealed to the public, like Martin Lee is Mr. Negative, what happened to him after that? So that effect of him in the end where he goes full on Mr. Negative, now I see why no one could figure it out. It's very hard to tell with a negative like film around his body. But that was creepy and so cool. Although for the Call of Duty fan, they showed more of World War II, which, I don't really mind that much. They also showed a bit more about VR gaming, which is cool. They got a fishing game for Final Fantasy. An interesting game called Star Child, which I look at that and I'm thinking, how is that VR exactly? I mean, it's a 2D thing. VR, you're normally in like a first-person view, but from what we saw of Star Child, it's 2D, so that'll be interesting. There was a giant robot, so that'll interest me, of course. Somewhere to go. There was a thriller called The Inpatient, which it's clearly one of those games where you have to like struggle. What is reality? What's your own deluded insanities in the mind thing? Hard to tell. It's great. It's weird. It's very weird. Also, they announced a new trailer for Destiny 2, and my God, I think some interviews talked about what Dominus Gold is like, and yeah, he is really taking the whole "I am the savior of the Cabal" thing to a whole new level. I mean, the leader of the Red Legion wears pure white armor with some gold lining on it. Wow. Talk about taking your self-given role seriously. But I do like what he says though about the Guardians, like, you're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. And the sad thing is, he's right. he's right about that. I mean, because Guardians, they can afford to die anytime. I mean, they die all the time in the Crucible, in the field. They can just die, get revived, no problem at all. It's like, ugh, I died again. Fuck, that's, fuck, he wins. Like, it's an inconvenience. But now they have to really worry about dying. And, oh god, I love his voice. The voice of Dominus Gold is the same one who does the English voice of Tozo Zabi from Gundam The Origin, Emperor Zarkon from the new Voltron show. It's like, oh wow. This is gonna be awesome. Of course, we saw more about God of War, which was a trailer, and more about him, Kratos, and bonding with his son. Yeah, they were delving deep into Norse mythology, and it was one of those situations where you're gonna have to decide whether to kill or not, because everything in Greek mythology wanted to kill you, but here you got the freaking world serpent, Jorgamund. I hope I said that right. I completely like had a mind burp and thought he was Yggdrasil, which is a world tree, and during the Sony press conference stream. No, it's Jorgamund, the world serpent, and he wants to help. Yeah. So yeah, you just, it's one of those things where you gotta know when to kill and when not to kill. But really, it seems this game here, it's more about them trying to humanize Kratos. Because in the last 3 games, he was just a complete and total asshole. He was like killing all these gods, and that thereby caused a lot of people to die. Like when he killed in the 3rd game Poseidon. Oh god, and the entire land flooded. God knows, hundreds, thousands of people drowned. And it's all because of him. I mean, the end of the world essentially came, and Kratos was Herald, was his vanguard. Yeah, he was a douche. A revenge-filled douche. And, well, now here they're trying to humanize him, make him an actual person, and not an asshole. We also got, say, Detroit, which is essentially, a better title would have been Too Human, but that was taken. But yeah, Detroit, we've seen this, of course. I remember the tech demo they did for, the PS3, where it had that AI being assembled and like eventually taking it apart, and then she said, "I'm scared," and then they let her off. Like, ended with a guy saying, "My God." It's basically that made into a full-on game. It is. It's spanned from that, and it's interesting, really, where they are essentially going the Cylons, like rebelling against the human creators. Not going full-on violent, but like Silence said, but still violent, of course, if you want. The scene, like, I remember in the gameplay scene, it's like, the only language that humans understand is violence, and you could choose whether to be violent or not. And naturally, I'd choose the right way and say no violence, and that's why we're better than them, because we know not to be violent. Because, yeah, that's just gonna cause tension and shit like that. That's not gonna work. But still, that was still cool. It's all, I think it's from the creators of Heavenly Rain, which I haven't played, but it looked interesting. I did heard some negative things, but I'm interested. I'm really interested in this game. Okay, let's see. Yes. Oh yeah, we saw Miles Morales. I'm looking through the website here, man. I just saw these videos, but god damn, it's so hard to remember these stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Huh. Yeah, Sony really, they really didn't have to go all out at all. I mean, they just They showed a small handful of things, some big AAA games like Call of Duty, which people are going to be great for. But like I said, they're good, so they don't have to put that much effort into it. In fact, when I saw their conference, it felt very short. Like, ridiculously short. It was ridiculous. I mean, and as opposed to Nintendo, which felt longer than it really was. And thinking of Nintendo, let's talk about them now. Oh, wow. Nintendo's like, alright, okay, we knew they were going to talk about Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, that's the game we've all wanted. I mean, oh god, I gotta play Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 first. But Odyssey, it would look like a cool game where Mario could just throw his hat and just take over an enemy, or even an NPC, a freaking tank. That was cool. That's funny, like, they had a little mustache and shit. That's cute. Oh my, and they even have, like, their own song, which sounds like an old school, like, 50s club music. It's catchy as hell. I love it. I could listen to that on my iPhone and just go like that every time. It's just so good. It works on its own. But they opened the game with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a JRPG, which I have now played the first game. God damn, I haven't played so many games I really should play. But damn it. So yeah, that looks interesting. For a minute there, I actually thought it looked more like something like Fire Emblem. But no, they got their own little they got Fire Emblem Warriors for that, which, not interested in the Fire Emblem games or anything like that. But they also showed a new Kirby game. Just Kirby. I thought they called it Just Kirby, but it looks like a full-on Kirby game. And it looks like you can actually take enemies, and instead of just swallowing them, you can actually make them your friend, partner, and you can actually combine, like, abilities. Like, if you're Sword Kirby, and you have one of those enemies on your side that use fire attacks, you can, like, combine their powers and be Fire Sword Kirby, which is cool. That's cool. I mean, it's expanding on Kirby's abilities and everything, so it's a good idea. Surprise, surprise, though. I mean, they announced they're making a Pokemon RPG. I'm like I said, I'm behind on Pokemon. I haven't been playing that many handheld games, sadly. Oh boy, I'm still playing frickin' Pokemon Black 2. But doesn't tell you how behind I am. I got frickin' Pokemon, let's see. Yeah, I got Pokemon Y right here for the 3DS, but I haven't played that at all. But they announced actual game for the Nintendo Switch. So no more like games like Pokemon Coliseum or any of those games. No, it's full on like you're playing one of the handheld games on a freaking console. What took them so long? Why didn't they do this like immediately where I could just be... I mean, come on! The console will obviously have far more processing power. You can go detail, you can show cool ass moves with the Pokemons. Like, you can do so much. You can probably like better mimic how the Pokemon battles are done in the show on a console. So why not? I mean, seriously, the thing they can do in the show, I wish we could emulate in the games. Oh wow, I still remember when Pikachu did a Thunderbolt while underground because the Pokemon kept using Dig so much. He just went underground and they did a massive Thunderbolt under there, and my god, one of the opponent he was fighting, he was like, that was a Thunderbolt? Holy cow! Yeah, because that was not a Thunderbolt, that was freaking thunder. That was just way too powerful. I mean, I know he had a lot of practice, courtesy of Team Rocket, but damn, Pikachu, when were you this powerful? Shit, he's well advanced for his Pikachus. Okay. Alright, they also did announce a new Yoshi game. It's pretty amazing that we're getting all these, like, star, like, icons for Nintendo here. They're getting their own games. This Yoshi game, it was cute, actually. It looked like a bunch of cardboard 2.5D. It looked very nice. It looked nice. Oh, and of course, one of the biggest things here is when they announced that they are indeed making Metroid Prime 4. Mic drop. That's it. That's it. Nintendo won these press conference in 30 minutes. And yeah, their conference, their little spotlight thing lasts 30 minutes. Nintendo takes the gold. Metroid Prime 4. There is the console seller for me. Metroid Prime 4. It's official. I am getting me a fucking Switch before the year is out. I want me Metroid Prime 4. It's like, oh, yeah. They could just end the conference right then and there. Metroid Prime 4, we're making it. That's it. That's done. And yes, people, I know they have announced that they're making a 3DS Metroid remake game of, like, Metroid The Return of Samus. But, again, this is only about what they showed in the press conference, or in this case, Nintendo Spotlight. They show that game after that. So, Metroid Prime 4, that takes the cake. Nintendo has officially won the conference in my eyes. Like, wow. Wow. Okay. Moving on, there's a little bit more. They announced, of course, a DLC for Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I never really got into the Zelda games. And I have tried. I've got like a Twilight Princess here, which I never really got into. I think it's because it was on the Wii, but I do have to give it a second chance, though. And I have played a bit of Wind Waker, but it was one of those days where bad time for me, because I was more into like those more linear aspects where my goal was set and I knew where to go. There was like a little waypoint. Wind Waker didn't have that, nor really did Zelda Twilight Princess as far as I can remember. I do have to go back and try all those games again. I really gotta try to like Zelda. It looks like a cool game. And it's massive and expansive. But boy oh boy. We'll see. Yeah, of course, a little more Rocket League coming to Switch, blah blah. There's nothing really that. Other than that, it's like nothing else of interest. What more can I say? I mean, in the end, Nintendo takes a goal. I mean, they're having like a JRPG, which I definitely want. They got Mario, and let's not forget they're having Mario plus Rabbids on the and there's gonna be a Switch exclusive. Yeah, and just having Metroid Prime 4 makes it for them. I got nothing else to say, people. I got nothing else to say. So I'll just say, overall, this E3, the entire press conference was decent. It was okay. It was okay. I mean, when you mount it all together, it was just okay. It's because for many studios, things are going good for them. They're not in any tight spot or anything like that, so they don't feel the need to really go all out. The only one that was in a sort of tight spot was Microsoft, because, you know, they're always in competition with Sony. Even then, it's like, nah. I mean, Microsoft Conference 5 was great. They showed a lot of stuff, focused on the games, but even then, that couldn't save them really, especially with the Scorpio costing $500. I mean, so yeah, its conference was decent here. Not enough. There just wasn't that much from everyone in the PC gaming conference. Okay, I do have to give a shout out though. It was in the PC gaming conference where they announced the expansion for XCOM 2. It was good for them, and I also saw that they also announced a remake, like a remastering of Age of Empire. I'm sure that gets a lot of people happy. Me, I never played Age of Empire, so no real attachment there. overall, I gotta say, I just gotta say to frickin' the people in charge of the PC game conference, screw the interviews. Don't do interviews. Do that after the show or pre-show. But don't do it in the conference. Just come in, talk a little bit of what you're doing, take a little bit, and then show the frickin' teaser or gameplay footage, and then talk a little bit more about what's about, and then leave, and then come in. Don't just sit down and talk to the developer. So how things going in the studio? I mean, how's the game going? Does it look okay? No, don't do that. That's a waste of time, and that's boring. Speaking of pre-show stuff, I mean, another thing that Sony did here. Sony showed a lot of stuff in their pre-show. Why did you show all this stuff, some interesting stuff, in the pre-show and not in the proper show, not in the proper conference? I don't get it. I don't get it. There were some very weird decisions here. EA had a bit of a comedy skit going there. The top contenders, of course, were the one who really did pretty good was Nintendo, Ubisoft. Microsoft did exactly as planned, even though their conference was still a little lacking. And Bethesda was fun. Like I said, Bethesda was fun. But overall, when you put all that together and the frickin' PC game show really brought it down for me. It's like, man, it was decent. It was decent. We saw some new stuff, but we saw mostly old stuff. Not much else to say, except that I hope that E3 2018 press conference are a whole lot better. They really need to raise their stakes here. Well, people, thank you all for watching my thoughts on the E3 press conferences. It could have been so much better. It really should have been so much better. But what can you do? So, people, tell me what you all thought. I've already seen some comments in my last video of what people generally thought about the press conferences. I don't blame them. But tell me all your new thoughts at all. If you have anything else, if you have any changes in thoughts after rewatching, because I had to rewatch the press conference for all this. Tell me all. Comment them down below. Like and subscribe for more videos. Until the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.